Good morning, everybody. Got your coffee? I got mine. Do y'all like this coffee cup? I decided, because maybe y'all can't see it, because whenever I use this one, no one ever says anything about it. But baby, this is Black culture. If you know, you know. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to offend some people today. And it is what it is. And, because I'm going to tell the truth. And one thing about the truth is that people just don't have the backbone for it. They're not brave enough to hear it and sit in it and listen to it. Now more than ever, the truth is it matters. It's important, especially with this administration, this current administration. I don't know if you heard, but Jim Acosta, he left CNN, and upon leaving CNN, he said that now it is never a good time to lay down for a tyrant, bow down to a tyrant. He ain't never lied. And that the truth is important now more than ever. It is. Hold on to the truth. That's all that you got. Sometimes you'll notice that people will say things in the comments and I'll say, well, that's not exactly true. And the reason being is because the truth is important. It is important that we don't spread misinformation. And, excuse me, I am not perfect in that endeavor. I slip up too. But you'll also notice that I tend to self-correct when I do. It's okay because we're not perfect people. It's okay to say that, I was misinformed and allow me to fix that. But again, people have issue. The same kind of people that take issue with the truth are the same kind of people that take issue with being accountable in that way. And just saying, hey, I messed up. I apologize. I gave you wrong information. With that said, I did a video a few months ago, and it got me a lot of gay followers. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I count myself an ally to the LGBTQIA community. Although I really cannot call myself an ally, I can only be an ally because an ally is an action word. People don't get to go around just calling themselves allies. You got to actually do ally work. So, and I understand that, but I use that word just so that to help you understand, where I'm going in all of this. And so it got me a lot of gay followers. And listen, but I have alienated a lot of those gay followers. And let me tell you why. And I'm probably going to alienate some more. Just because you can relate as a gay person to some of the lived experiences of Black people does not mean that you get to be in these conversations that Black people are having with one another. You don't, as a white queer man, you don't get to center yourself in these discussions with Black people. You are not entitled to these discussions just because you can relate on some level. Same thing when I'm having discussions with Black women. Other women, you do not get to come into these conversations and center yourselves in these discussions with Black women, just because you can relate and you go through some of the same things that we do. Black women get to have dialogue with other Black women because some of the problems that we have in our community are unique unto us. And it's no secret that other communities of women only care about Black women when you need our numbers. And I have enough Black queer friends to know how they get treated by white queer people. And I'm not saying that it's all of you. I'm just saying that gay doesn't mean Black. Now, I understand that intersectionality exists, and Black queer people, they're always going to be allowed in this room because they're Black. Same thing when I'm having discussions with Black people and then other people of color. As a Native American, I get it. As a Native American, they done fucked over y'all too. We understand that. We get that. We know that. But you're still not Black. And so when I'm talking to Black people, I'm talking to Black people. I'm not talking to Black people and Native Americans. I'm talking to Black people. And this is me saying that with a full chest. You are not welcome in these discussions. And you will be blocked. And as a person of color and as a queer person, and you're saying, you're talking about the bigotry and the prejudice and the challenges that you face being a member of a marginalized community, you should know and understand why Black people need spaces to have dialogue with other Black people and figure out our own issues. As long as racism exists, as long as prejudice, bigotry, discrimination against Black people exist, Black people need our space to hold court. And it is what it is. And this platform, I've said it a million times, it is pro-Black. Pro-Black does not mean anti-white. It just means that we put Black people first over here. We center our issues. We're talking to one another. And I appreciate that you all don't like that. But here's the thing. We don't care. And we will always block you. And so for those of you all who are not able to comment anymore, unless you, outside of just saying something racist or otherwise ignorant, you will come to see that that is why you are being blocked. Because we're not going to keep telling you to stop centering yourself, your community, and your issues in these Black community discussions because you feel like you can relate to some shit that got said. You're not going to be able to do that over here. With that being said, I want to say thank you so much to Alyssa, Madeline, Sean, Ebony, and Bethany for helping us come up on that Costco membership. We have it. As you all know, Costco is standing firm on their DEI initiatives. I myself, I had a Sam's Club membership. I got it for a discount because one of my family members works for that whole corporation. But I won't be using it anymore because it expires in good time. It was just the timing was perfect for me to just make that move. It expires in a couple of weeks. And so I do have the Costco membership. I looked to see, I checked into that my registry to see if we could, because that pantry is so busy. It's been seriously busy today. Already it needs a restock. I don't know what has happened, but it just all of a sudden it's like a secret that just got out. I don't know. It's just visitor after visitor after visitor after visitor. And we are running out fast. Don't get me wrong, we still have plenty. The only thing, and I can make substitutes enough to have substitutions for something else. You know, like instead of putting out cereal, I can put out grits. That kind of thing. We are running low on snacks for the kids. We're on our last box of that. And that box is almost empty. But I'm doing a personal shop for my house through Ship. And I just figured that, because I'm going to do this order with Food Lion. Food Lion, in case you all don't know, another company that's standing firm on their DEI initiatives. So that's who I'm going to be ordering through. I figure I could just get some of those, you know, those bags that, you know, when you make your kids the lunches and they have those little bags in there of, you know, chips and stuff like that. I figure I could get a couple bags of those and, you know, include that in my order and that'll fix that. We don't have enough to share, like with the daycare centers anymore. We don't have enough to share with the nursing home, the area nursing homes. I mean, it is what it is, you know. But we do have enough to keep the pantry fully stocked right now. We are starting to get critically low on those, you know, small juices that the kids, the high schoolers and middle schoolers like. We're getting a little low on those. I've rationing them now. So I put them in there in the beginning, the morning, just enough for the ones that I know frequent that box. And then I do the same in the afternoon, you know, because the adults will, if they see it in there, they'll take them all, you know. And I get it, you know, a lot of the adults have kids at home and they're just looking out for their kids at home. But I have to put the kids in this community first. You know, if you want to look out for your kids at home, then get dinner items, get, get them books. How about that? There are games in there. I try to, make it up with games and card games and stuff like that, for the kids, paint by number sets, that kind of thing, I'm doing the best that I can. I did look, into the Costco gift registry, the My Registry. Turns out that's just for bridal and baby shower gifts. They don't really have a system, Costco, where like Amazon, they one thing about them, and it's just the truth, they made it so convenient for y'all to just send stock. I have the Costco card because I needed to see if they had something like that going on, but they don't. I can, as a Costco member now, I can get things delivered to the house, but that's going to take funding, and I don't know how to go about that. The only people who can send me Costco cards are those of you all who have Costco memberships. That was another reason why. So I don't feel like it was a waste. That's another reason why I wanted the Costco membership. I don't know, Cash App and Venmo, I try to just use that in support of the platform. Every now and again, I do get funds from YouTube, not a lot. Every other month I'll get, about $150 or something like that. Maybe I'm more than willing to use that towards it. I don't know. We still throwing around ideas, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm going to get the snacks on my ship order. That'll fix that. And that'll still give me, we still have enough stock, where I can take some time to just figure out an answer. Again, I'm open to suggestions. Let's figure it out together, because I don't have all the answers. I really don't. I just don't. Anyway, that is all that I have today. Do something nice for someone, guys. It'll make you feel better. And remember, Black people, when I said how important it is, because Donald Trump, he rolled back those initiatives. Someone said this better than anyone could have said it in my comments, that when it came to something that affected white people, injunctions got put in place. Things got halted. But Black people, those DEI initiatives, affirmative action, anything that helps us, we're going to have to go to court for. I hear, by the way, that they're, in rolling back those DEI initiatives, they've decided to not teach about the Tuskegee Airmen in school anymore. I didn't learn about the Tuskegee Airmen in school. I can't speak for anybody else, but that's not where I learned about the Tuskegee Airmen. I learned about the Tuskegee Airmen from my elders, my Black community elders. That's who taught me. And so, if this, and feel your feelings, and I know some of you Black military people are going to come for me, but you're not going to change my mind, because it's just how I feel about it. Black people really don't have no business in the United States military. We don't have no business fighting for a country that hate us this much. Every chance America gets, it tells Black people how much they hate us. Literally everybody got reparations. They even gave slave owners reparations. They even gave people that don't even live in this country. They gave people, the Jews in Israel, reparations for some shit we didn't even do. America, that is. But they never gave black people reparations for everything, the atrocities that they have put us through. And black people deserve reparations. We shouldn't be waiting on them. We should build on our own collectively. But they owe us. They do. And everybody, if that alone don't tell us how much this nation hates us. America hates black people. It is what it is. And but I do understand why black people opt for a career in the military. Don't think that I don't understand the nuance involved in that. All you got to do is just peep how they don't recruit in these white schools, but they recruit heavily in these black and brown schools. You see? Speaking of which, the Tuskegee Airmen, and this is something that we don't include when we teach our kids about that, they were meant to be a sacrifice. Those men were never meant to accomplish what they accomplished and achieve a hero status and to go down in American history and be a part of American history. They were meant to go die. To open up a pathway for white military members. Nobody expected them to do what they did. And we got to make sure that when we're telling those stories, and we got to double down on those stories. That's why it's so important that I put Black history in that pantry so that those that want it can access it. One thing I tell you about that ban list, anytime they ban a book, buy it. Anytime, and buy the physical copy. Don't put it on your e-reader. Anytime this nation bans a book, buy that bitch. Because I guarantee you the truth is buried in it. And that's what they're banning. Not the book, but the truth. Amen. But I do understand, because I've had conversation with lots of Black people in the military that told the truth about it. It wasn't because they were patriotic. It was because they needed a job and a way out of poverty. And I don't blame anybody for that. I don't. So let me go on record as saying that. You cannot strip the greatness from Black people. Black people walk in that shit. Own it. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, we are greatness. Do something nice for somebody. It'll make you feel better. If you would like to support this platform, I will put my Cash App and Venmo down in the comments. Y'all have a good day.